Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, we are going to be doing a coffee cup and card reading for the sign of Gemini. This is for the collective. So remember, take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Thank you so much for being here. My beautiful Geminis, you've been a big support to my channel with all your views of the videos. I'm 15 away from 900 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I would be very grateful for that. This video will be posted on Friday, August 14th. I have taken a little bit of time away so I can spend more time meditating and replenishing my own soul so I can be better for all of you. So what we're going to do first is we're going to look at the coffee cup, the saucer, pull some tarot, and then at the end we're going to close out with a crystal oracle card, which I haven't used that deck in a while. So I hope you're all doing well. Without further ado, I'm going to turn the camera down and we are going to look at your coffee cup. Okay, my lovelies, here we are. All right, let's get the last liquid out of this. I changed my desk around just a little bit. All right, let's see. Now, sometimes it's going to be quiet as I'm looking in the cup just to see what spirit gives me. I look at the images in the cup and then I wait for them to tell me what it is or what, I mean, sometimes I can see what it is, but I just want to say sometimes it's quiet. Okay, there's the overview of your cup. All right, let's see. What do we have, Spirit, for the beautiful Geminis watching? I hope the weather is nice where you are and you're feeling good. All right. So the first thing I see is a bunch of connected, you see this little arch here? It's like connected boulders or connected, what am I trying to say, Spirit? Events. So it looks like there are 4 events that are sort of connected. It's like 4 stages of something that you're going through. I don't know if there's anything that has 4 stages particularly. I know there are stages of grief. I don't know if that's the 4 stages. I don't know them. But there's 4 specific events that happen with you, Spirit. It could be work events or it could be personal events, but there are 4 specific places in time where these 4 things happen in a row. Now, it could be 4 totally different things. You could get a new job, a new car, a new home. You could get married or engaged or have a baby. There are 4 things that happen consecutively. So just remember that. You may want to come back and watch this message again if it happens and you remember it, just to see what the rest of the information was. But definitely I see 4 separate specific things that happen. Excuse me. I see a butterfly and a bird. It's like a cluster of animals. It could be a cat, butterfly, bird, cat, couple. Oh, there's like 3 or 4 butterflies. Butterflies represent transformation because they start off as a caterpillar, as we all know, and then they go into a cocoon, a chrysalis, and they emerge a butterfly. So those 4 events could be leading up to some specific change or transformation that happens to you personally or in your life. I mean, it could be 4 stages of a class, a workshop. You know, like sometimes people will sign up and there are 4 events, like 4 separate meditation groups or yoga groups or learning modules, but there's something that happens 4 things in a row and it causes a big change and transformation in either your metaphysical life or your physical life. So physical were the things I mentioned before: home, car, job, maybe even an inheritance, something like that that happens that completely transforms your life as you know it. It could be the inner work that you do, those 4 classes, those 4 things that happen to you consecutively that promote that change, or are a catalyst for that change, something that changes you. You definitely notice what happens. Now I see another cluster of 4 here. So this is definitely something that could be 4 smaller things. Like some of you maybe were thinking too big, right? It could be 4 smaller things. It could be, I'm hearing a weight loss, like somebody loses a lot of weights. Maybe it's 40 pounds. Maybe, it's something to do with the number 4 things that make you feel transformed. Okay. Wow. That's pretty cool. I see something that looks like a grouping of islands. See that? It could be Hawaii. It could be the Philippines. It could be, the Bahamas. Something to do with island life, islands. Maybe you're planning a trip. Maybe you've just been on a trip. A lot of times when these messages come through, it could be that you have done something and your ancestors are seeing that and they're coming through with a message to say, I saw you there, or I know that you did that. I'm with you, right? I'm seeing it's another cluster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's another cluster or group of like circles, or I can't explain really, but you can see it right there. They're connected, but they're just different things that happen in a row. So Geminis, there's going to be some consecutive manner of events that happen that change you. Actually, it is 4 things with a butterfly at the end. So again, those 4 things that happen. Now, Spirit is just giving me, it could also be 4 specific people that either are a piece of this or help you do this or help you through this, but there's something about 4. Okay, let me see here. What do we have? Now, next, there's like this, what I'm hearing is this awakening. You see how there's this shape and there are all these bursts coming forth from it right here. It's like some sort of aha moment, some sort of awakening, some sort of wow. I never thought of it this way, or I can't believe this is happening to me. Something like that, that just, it's a realization about something new or some new view of things that you have. Okay, let me see. What is this big? It's so weird. So again, we see the 4 things on the side of this big. It's like once these 4 events or these 4 people come into your life, it's like it opens up this muddy, murky area. It's like something that's been closed off to you. Suddenly, the 4 events happen, or the 4 things happen. You see them on the side there, and it kind of bursts through. It opens something up in you. This is so weird. This is the second coffee cup that I've had where the message has been almost all about the same thing through the whole cup. Now, of course, a lot of you watching are going to have no idea what this is right now unless it's already started, unless you're like, oh yes, I signed up for this 4-part class, or I signed up for this 3-part class and the 4th part is the clinical side of it or the practice side of it. Something like that, Geminis. This is weird. So I see this here and this here with like the fish swimming through. See those? Like they're getting through, like the fish. That looks like a shark almost. But swimming through the opening, getting through the opening to the next thing. All right, what's that? I see the letter V. I don't know if I don't often get letters, but I see the letter V here. Let me see. We're back at the 4 connected things. Wow, Geminis, this is so strange. I've never had, like I said, there was one other reading I did where the entire cup was about the same theme. Okay, bottom of the cup, again, we have this big, huge, murky, muddy area. And it's almost like the four things or four events or four classes or four people, those things have to happen in order for that to be cleared away, right? It's like looking through foggy glasses. You clean the glasses and all of a sudden you can see these four things that are going to happen. I see a lot of curvy paths, like zigzaggy paths, either on the stone part or in between the what's I'm calling stones, because that's the visual they're giving me. It's like you didn't take a straight shot to get there, but you kind of went around the bend a little bit, and your guides were having trouble keeping you on the path you were supposed to be on. So it kind of zigzagged around. Again, I see something that's almost like that starburst, like the middle, and there are things coming off from it. Like, it's almost like after a dog goes for a swim, don't ask me why they're giving me this analogy. A dog goes for a swim, comes out of the lake and shakes, and all the water just flies everywhere. It's like another example is they're saying that Mother Gaia is shaking things up to get rid of all of some people. I'm not saying this is my opinion, but I'm just saying I've heard it, that all of the concrete and tar and buildings and everything that have put on her, and she's kind of shaking things up and getting rid of things. That's another example of something that you're going to do. It's like you're going to shake off a bunch of things that you no longer need. When you go through this process of change and transformation, it's almost like it's like cleaning out your closet and just saying, why do I have all these clothes? Like, I don't need 100 t-shirts and, I don't need, 25 pair of pants. It's like a cleansing. Thank you, Spirit. So going through some sort of cleansing. Okay, let's see. Now I see three people holding hands in a circle. That's a celebratory thing to me because it reminds me of the Three of Cups. So some sort of celebration. It's almost like what they're giving me the feeling of is that your soul and your guides are so happy when you finally come through this and have this like breakthrough aha moment, and you're finally clear of a lot of clutter that was fogging things for you, things that you used to believe you had to do that you no longer, that you don't have to check off this list or do this thing or strive to get more money. I don't know, whatever it is for you, but it's clearing up. So there's a circle of three here. And then right below it is another circle of three. So definitely this culminates in a celebration of getting through whatever it is that you needed to get through to have that breakthrough. Those four events, those four classes, four people, four significant dates, four significant things. Holy cow. Geminis. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Your saucer is a little bare, but that's all right. They got a lot of messages packed into that transformation message in your cup. All right. Here's the overview of your saucer. That almost looks like something that's opened up and everything is coming out now. I mean, it could be either bursting through the top or it's opened up. It's almost like leaking all the negative out, right? Emptying out this baggage, the stuff that you no longer need to carry. I love that. I love that. There's like this big circle here with an opening. It's the same kind of message. So this circle, this opening, where things can finally get out, where you can finally release things. Like letting the air out of a balloon. I don't know. I'm trying to think what other. Okay, Spirit, what else is in there? What else? Now they're showing me, okay, this is like, see that right there? It's like a person in a cocoon right here. And they're just waiting to get out. It's like they're waiting to transform, waiting to break the glass ceiling, waiting to break through the membrane, waiting to finally have that aha moment. It's like your spirit guides are seeing you with something protective around you because you thought you had to do that, and then kind of popping it with a needle, and it's like, oh, I can see everything now. Everything looks brighter. Everything is clearer. I don't know what this is, but I sure would love a comment to let me know what this means to you. What, if it resonated, um, especially like the 4 events. But like I said, I feel like a lot of you aren't going to know that because it hasn't happened. The 4 events haven't happened yet. Maybe it has for some of you. Okay, so we have the message of the 4 events, the butterflies, transformation, opening up, letting the negative out, or letting the clouds out, or letting the whatever it is, the baggage, letting that out and being able to see more clearly, to feel more clearly, I don't know what this is, but it's definitely a message about, for some of you, 4 events, for some of you, some sort of transformation that helps you to see things in a better way, in a clearer way, I don't know, 4 people, 4 teachers, it's just, that's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. And it seems so specific, but, it's like if I was going to say, I would say, oh, well, I did like, I don't know how many parts, but I'll just say, let's say when I was getting trained in BQH, I had different modules that I had to do, different tests that I had to do. And then I did another class on that. So it was like 2 stages. The first stage of that was me listening to all of the hypnosis sessions that I could on YouTube. So that was kind of me studying by myself. And then it was meditating. And then it was that class. So I can think of 4 things that I did, but it was over a period of time, right? Years, right? So I can think of something that I did that was in 4 stages that changed a lot of the way that I view things. 7 of Cups, that's many, many choices, almost feels chaotic. There are so many choices. Like pinning it down, it can be very emotional because you're thinking, well, if I choose this, that person will be upset. Or if I choose that, it's not going to make me happy. Or, so sometimes when we're making choices, we have to remember that we're on our path and we can't make choices because it's going to make another happy. Now, we don't necessarily want to make someone sad, but we also have to stay on our own path, my beautiful Geminis. So just something to think about there when you're making choices. In my life, I have made choices that I regretted, and I made the choice because I thought, oh, my mother won't like it if I do this or date him or go there or take this job. And then later on in life, I was like, why did I care? I was an adult. Why was I so worried about that? I mean, I chose a very judgmental mother to have in this life. And it made things more difficult for me. And I learned, and that's why I hope I'm teaching other people by telling the story that you can't make decisions solely to make another person happy when you feel so strongly pulled to some other choice that you feel would be better for you. Okay, I didn't hardly look at these cards as they were coming out because I was saying, and my guides always give me things to say that will relate to someone. Okay, take a sip of my coffee. All right, so we talked about the 7 of Cups already. This is chaotic choice, right? 7's a reflection. Cups are emotion, right? So when you're thinking back at things that you've chosen to do or not to do, it could be the choice of not doing something. With this next choice, it's going to require you, what I'm hearing is it's going to require you to think back about the last time you made a similar choice so that you can make the correct choice, the choice that's right for you this time. Don't know what that is, but I'd love to know. Then you have the Emperor. This is the energy of all four kings. This is a strong masculine energy of organization, right? The Emperor is represents Aries, fire, the ram, right? So beating your head against a wall maybe, or putting a hand up so somebody doesn't get too close. These are the images and visions they're giving me. So you have all this masculine energy and you can get things in order. So where the Emperor is known for going into chaotic situations and getting them organized. So where we said this was chaotic choice, sometimes so many choices it feels chaotic, in comes this fire energy, this Aries energy to kind of steer you in the right direction, I'm hearing. So I don't know if some of you know an Aries or have a prominent Aries in your life. Maybe you have Aries in your birth chart and you need to call on that part of yourself to get through these choices, right? All four kings, all four aces coming up. Geminis, I really feel like these next couple weeks for you are going to be really, really important about how you're shaping your future and what you want. So you're really going to have to think hard and tune in to your Magician, to your Emperor, to your Aries, to all this energy, in order to be sure that you are choosing the right thing. All four kings and all four aces. I mean, I don't know how much more I can say it. This has to do with your choices. It could have to do with the four people, the four classes, the four events, the four things, right, that are going to happen. And possibly the first choice is going to be the catalyst for that next thing to roll out for you. But you definitely have the power. You have the power of Aries, the ram, and the power of the Magician, all four suits at your fingertips to shape what comes. Next, you have the Five of Cups. Fives are change, and you got lots of butterfly changes in your cup. I mean, yes, the cup, the coffee cup. And this is the cups are emotions. So the Five of Cups, changing your emotion about something, changing how you see something, because he's got the spilled cups in front of him that he's looking at when he has the two full cups and the big fruit tree behind. So changing the way that you see something, the way that you look at something, the way that you perceive something, is going to lead to being in a better position, I'm hearing. So I don't know what that means, but when you change your perception of something, change how you're looking at it or how you're receiving the energy of it or the message of, I don't know how I can, like, it's like if somebody's giving you constructive criticism and you just fold your arms and you're like, I'm not listening to them because I know I'm doing it right. Maybe this time you do need to listen and just change how you're feeling about it. Because remember, cups are emotion, right? Don't get over emotional when somebody tries to help you with some constructive criticism, Geminis. Wow. You could be, the boss could be talking to you, your supervisor, your spouse, your partner, even your kids or your parents. Somebody could be having a conversation where they're trying to help you, but you're being very negative about it. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles being the physical, twos being balance and choice. When things are balanced, you have a rainbow, right? And he's standing there on the shore, water. This again can be kind of emotional because there's water here in the scene. But he's thinking about what he's going to choose, this job or that job, this home or that home, this car or that car, spending money or saving money. This all has to do with what's in the physical. Pentacles are that. So you could be having some choices, and maybe that's where the chaotic thing comes in, where you have to kind of hone in everything, look at it from a different perspective, change your point of view of it, using all of this energy to finally make that choice, right? To finally make that choice, using the Aries, Emperor, Four Kings energy, using the Magician, Four Ace, new opportunity energy, using the energy of the Five of Cups to change the way that you perceive it or the way that you see it. And then the final tarot card is the Six of Pentacles. Six or harmony. He's weighing everything up in the scale, thinking, okay, I'm balanced it out, right? So second card having to do with balancing things out in your physical. So saving or spending. Maybe some of you are thinking about borrowing from your 401k to do something, and you need to think about that. Taking out a loan, doing something like that, paying off debt, something like that needs balance, right? Because he's balancing it out in front of his face, right? Then he's kind of dropping it down where he thinks it needs to go, and it's missing the mark. Something. So a lot of times when this card comes up, the advice is to check your 401k, what's coming out of your check into that. Check your automatic payments, check whatever things like that you don't often look at, your TV subscriptions, check all of those things to make sure that they are in balance and things are right. Sometimes you could be thinking, oh, I'm paying, $5.99 a month for this streaming subscription when, they maybe sent you an email that went to spam saying, oh, this is now going to be $25.99 a month, and you didn't know it. It's something like that, right? That's what I'm feeling. Something that where you need to just check into some of those automatic payment things, check into your automatic 401k that's coming out of your check. Is it the right amount? Is it the amount you wanted? Do you need to tweak it? Does it need to be more or less, right? So that's sometimes what I hear. Well, we just recapped all of those, so I'm not gonna, these coffee cup videos are often really long because it takes a while. Now we're gonna go to this beautiful, lovely crystal deck that I have, and to close out your reading, we're gonna see what the crystal is. I don't think I've ever gotten this. In fact, can I even read that? What does that say? Look. It's not, it's B-O, it's not an S, it's not an N. I don't even know what that is. It's not an M. Is it a J? Is it Boji stones? But okay, I'm sorry, I'm focusing on that. It's balance. What the heck? I am balanced, whole, and complete. Okay, I forgot to show you. So here's the picture of the stones. This is probably the rough, uncut, unpolished, and this is the polished stone. Balance between the rough and the smooth. I love it. Well, I don't know what that, if any of you know what that says, or if you've heard of this before, can you put it in the comments? Because I don't have a book that goes with this deck. I am balanced, whole, and complete. I am balanced, whole, and complete. I feel like that's a mantra that you need to be saying. I am balanced, whole, and complete. Wow, Geminis. Well, that was quite a load of messages that we got from the cup and the cards. Yeah, so please don't forget to like the video. It helps me so much with my channel. And until next time, peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.